Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be back. George Morgan here at your service. It's PSGL, it's Wednesday night, it's Spain tonight as well. Lots on the table, lots of battling. The title contest is still alive and kicking. And Jack, it's only taken us 10 rounds. We're on the 11th. It's all to play for.
Borremand goes on the inside and takes the lead on the final lap of the race. Now it's side by side between Borremand and Warner, but Borremand's got the inside.
Here in this phenomenal race, Cameron Dowd looking to take P2 in his very first PSGL F1 PC race. Incredible to say the least.
Yes, a very good evening, and we're actually a bit late right now because the start is already on. It's already on its way. I think it's because there is the grid is starting by championship standings. In my belief, I thought there was going to be qualifying, so sorry for that. But the start is on the way, and it's OP Frankie in the 20-minute sprint race. Taking the lead, he's also having the lead in the championship, and number 2 in the championship, Ore Ambassador, is not here today because he's not feeling well. So Ore, if you're watching, please get well soon. I hope you're going to be back tomorrow. We see a penalty of Papito. Papito just went out of the lobby, had a crash in his game. Luckily, Wedgie Ball was able to delay the start for him for 5 minutes, so he is now back in the race. But taking a penalty and falling down from P2 to P3 because his outplayed teammate Fred is now past him, and also Izu is now past him in P4. Everybody driving on the soft tires for 20 minutes, no pit stops. Up the inside, ooh, Babito's got a bit of a problem. Falls down massively. Stuck in, I think his gear has stopped working, no throttle, no gas, no input. Ooh, and he put someone in the wall, it's Leader Reaper. That means Pepito is out of this race with a failure. I think it's gonna be a crash again, yeah. Izu now in P3, chased by the English driver of Solid Ninja Snake. Behind him is 88 of Lola Vera, who got some penalties from last race. Had some incidents with HR Racing Green, who's also not here today. We have a lot of people not here today. Because, oh, and we have a crash, the first crash of the race. It's Lola Vera into the wall. Ooh, what happened there? Did it some netcode or something? Let's watch him chase cam side by side with Lugi. Did he crash on his own? Ah, some kind of netcode with the driver behind. And is now all the way in last place in P10. P-Books also dropped back, is now in P9. Leader Reaper up into P8. We're driving with the Porsche GT3. Ooh, Golf livery, nice livery. And what's going on in the front of the field? It's Frankie, the lead of the championship right now, can make a massive gap to the drivers behind. He can do the double today, so win the sprint race and win the main race. Fred is in his slipstream, but yeah, they are teammates, so I don't think they're gonna fight that hard. 1.5 seconds behind is Izu, the Irish. Yeah, it's Irish or Italian. I think it's Italian. We're gonna go with Italian. It is driving just a second in front of Solid Ninja Snake. Solid Ninja Snake has Lugi behind him, and Lugi is on the charge already within a second, and is making a gap between him and the Wedgie. Wedgie already 3.5 seconds behind. And the gap is getting closer and closer in front, 4.5 tenths. But yeah. We have seen this from the last couple of seasons. The outplay guys are not going to fight each other the whole race. They're just going to work as a teammate, and then the last 3 laps they can fight. We're driving today in Monterey Bay, which means highway Grand Valley, and then we're driving the Highway 1 layout, so that means the full track. It's a bit different than the other Grand Valley tracks we have had in the past Gran Turismo games. Well, it's way different, but the track is some kind of the same. Not my favorite, to be honest, but everybody thinks it's a cool track. Gap now under 4 tenths. Question is, who can hold their soft tires together the best? Because we are now a little bit past a quarter within the race, and we already see some tire wear on the front tires. Especially Lugi is having it difficult. Here we say side by side action between Leader Reaper and People. People are now having the outside, but it turns into the inside on the braking zones. The braking zone. Leader Reaper tries to go around the outside, but doesn't manage. It's People who takes P8, 7. Oh wait. What happened to Diogo? Diogo falling down. I think this is some kind of weird internet thing going on, because the game says he had some incident between him and people as well. Luckily the damage is gone now. Gap has increased to almost 6 tenths right now between Frankie and Fred. Ooh, both going a bit wide. Let's look at the lap times. The left front tire is not even half the race gone, and it's already at 1/3 of the degradation. And the harder it goes, the more red it gets, the harder it goes. If you know what I mean. 1:46.9 at lap times, 1:47.2 behind. 1:47.1 from Leader's next, so he gains 1/10 last lap. Not going to be enough. Still 1.5 seconds away. But what's the lap time of Pipo? Pipo driving a 47.9 compared to the 49.1. It's almost 1.4 seconds faster than Wedgie Bow in front of him. So we might see Pipo at the tail of Wedgie Bow at the end of this lap. All the front tires of Wedgie Bow not looking good. Already past the 50% mark, and I don't actually know if pit stops are allowed in the sprint race. Let me look up the information. I don't see the regulations that you're not allowed to have a pit stop. So I guess they can do a pit stop, but I don't think they will. It wouldn't be the smart choice because the pit exit is it takes a lot of time to pit. Oh, doesn't matter what I said. People are going into the pits, getting some new soft tires, and let's see the gap between. It was around a second. What's the lap time? The difference going to be between Frankie and Fred. Okay, so you lose around 19 seconds with a pit stop. And with only 5 more laps to go, is it worth to make a pit stop in this race? Frankie is going to drive without taking a pit stop, I think, almost all the way through the race. Ninja Snake, Wedgie Bow has to go into the pits, and here we see people. Ooh, he got a penalty, track limit penalty somewhere in sector 1. 1 second penalty means he's gonna lose a lot of time on a straight. I think 1 second penalty here is a 2 second penalty in real life. If you look at the time loss. Now in the slipstream, he is faster than Wedgie Bow, also losing time right now. Is he going for the move up the inside? Into the braking zone? Ooh. Yeah, there he is. Up the inside into P3, but yeah, he's going to lose that position the next corner because there is the penalty line. Wedgie Bow almost hitting the back of him. Getting out of the racing line, and yeah, there he is back in P4 again. Is Frankie gonna go into the pits? Or is he gonna risk it and go for a 0 stop? Oh, he's gonna stay out. I think Frankie is gonna try the no stop. And what's the gap between him and Fred? Fred didn't gain any time on him this lap. Even with having a clear view. And there we have Wedgie Bow into the pits. Here we have Lolo Vera. Lolo is currently P7. Had a crash in the first couple of laps. but is doing quite nicely to get back up into the field. But his tire wear, I don't think his tire is going to make the end of the race. And where is Wedgie Bill going to come out compared to Leader Reaper and Diogo? Leader Reaper is close, but not close enough. Gap is still 3 seconds. And what's the gap in front? Frankie's left rear tire is the worst of all. Is he gonna stay in front of Fred? Well, Fred losing time actually on his new soft tires. So that means that the one stop, like the zero stop, could actually be the way to go in this sprint race. Gap between Izu and Fred also 1.2 seconds. And congratulations to the Spanish guys in the chat for winning the Nations Cup Championship. Must be said, was a hell of a drive. Izu getting closer and closer to Fred. It's already within the slipstream. And it's a big straight, so can he maybe make a move at the end of the main straight? Don't think so. The gap is still like 7/10 of a second. But Fred is losing time compared to Frankie. So that means that the zero stop is actually the way to go, as far as we can see. But maybe the drop off is going to be insane. As Izu sets the fastest lap of the race, it's a 46.2. Solid Ninja touching the wall. His tire wear. His left front is a bit worse than Frankie, but they're both not really that good. Gap still 16 seconds and to the guy behind. For Ninja it's 11. But people also didn't stop yet. Here we have Fred getting close. It's 3.4 seconds for the podium in this race. But Izu is close right behind him. Only 4/10 of a gap. Here we can see the closing speed of these Porsches. It's not really that big, to be honest. Even though it's a long straight, they don't really get that close. It's only like 1/2 gain at the end of the straight. Shifting quite late into 6th gear, but not really getting closer. The gap between Fred and Pipo is 2.4, so that's getting closer. And the gap is getting closer to the front of the field as well. Last lap was 1.5 seconds faster, or at least 1 second faster than the guys behind. Frankie also getting a gap between him and Solid Ninja Snake. And Ninja Snake also pulling a second on Pipo. Pipo coming under pressure from Fred. 1.3 seconds is the gap. And right behind him is Izu. It's trying to make an Italian podium with a British sandwich. And Fred is now in the slipstream. The left tires of people are completely dead. And how are Frankie and no one on the left? The left rear tire is also not alive anymore. Tire wear at the 100%, and people is not able to brake at the same place he used to do in the first part of the race. And Fred is already passed. Oh, made a mistake, got it into in the sand. And it's also Izu getting past people immediately after on the exit of turn 16, I think. Is people able to fight back in the slipstream? He's close behind. He has to be, he's getting forced into the outside. Is Izu will be able to break? Yeah, he can break way later and takes P4. The gap between him and the leaders is still 17.8 seconds, and we have only 3 laps to go. Gap to the Ninja Snake, 11.2 seconds. Gaining at least 2 seconds a lap now. Frankie's still having some tires, tire life left in the left front tire. It's the thing that saves him the most, I think. But still a Ninja Snake, he's losing 3 seconds a lap. Is he gonna be able to hold on to P2? Gonna be having just about 2 laps, I think. Ooh, I think Ninja Snake is going to be saved by an error in the game. He is going to be close over the finish line after the time runs out. I think Ninja Snake is going to be saved by the timer because his tires are definitely not going to be holding on. And I don't think Fred has enough time to finish this lap before the timer runs down. He has to drive in 43 seconds, 1:43, and he's not going to make that. Ooh, that means... Ooh, Frankie made a mistake somewhere. It's only 3.7, lost 3 seconds this lap already. Ooh, 51. The fuel is going to be no issue. 6.1 seconds, they can see each other's headlights. I don't think... It doesn't matter how hard Fred is gonna try, but I don't think he's gonna make it. The gap between the Solid Ninja Snake... I think Frankie is slowing down. Is he gonna take the checkered flag here? Or is he just about gonna make it over the line? Good evening, Ari. Thank you for the compliment. And here it is, Frankie over the line. He doesn't make the finish line. Oh, and Solid Ninja Snake is over the line as well. It's going to be the finish line for Fred. He's going to be in P3, Izu in P4. Pipo is going to finish in P5. But the question is, who is going to win this race? The gap between Ninja Snake and Frankie is only 1.3 seconds. It's getting closer, 1.2 in the braking zone. Solid Ninja Snake more used to the wear on the tires. And we see Lugi in P6, Leader Reaper finishing in P7, Wedgiebo in P8. But who is going to win it? Ninja Snake getting close to the slipstream. Frankie not really comfortable on his tires, making a little bit of a mistake. And now it is Ninja Snake within the 1 second gap. Just about out right now. What happened to Lolo? Ooh. In P9, maybe we can see it, I don't think so. Nope. I think his tires are just dead. He didn't. Lolo didn't pit, so his tires were just absolutely dead at the end of the race. So Ninja Snake, I made a mistake. 1.4 seconds is the gap. If Frankie can keep it on track in the last corner, yep, he's gonna make it. Frankie is gonna win the sprint race of round 2 in Monterey. Monterey Bay to be exact. .3 seconds. Ooh, I think Solid Ninja Snake has run out of fuel, and I don't think the lobby leader has thought it would go on like this, because the sprint, like the timing you have left after you go over the finish line, wasn't long enough. But it's Frankie who takes the win. Let's look at the standings, at the results. Frankie in P1, Solid Ninja Snake P2, Fred in P3, Izu in P4, Pipo finishes in P5, Luigi P6, Leader Reaper P7, Wedgiebo in 8, Lolo Vera in P9, Diogo in P10, and eventually Pepito couldn't finish the race because of an issue and is in P10. The fastest lap goes to Izu, and they are all classified as being 1 lap down on the leaders, but it was some kind of, I think it was 5 seconds the gap. And that is just waiting for the host to change to the main race, to the 40-minute sprint, you can call it. But the difference between this race and the sprint, or the main race, is going to be that their medium tires also going to be available, and it's going to be twice as long. So instead of a 20-minute race, we're going to be having a 40-minute race. And with that, we're gonna go to a quick break, and we'll be right back when we're gonna start the next race. See you soon.
Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my Porsche, got me locked in on cup, though.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the feature race. 40 minutes, we're gonna drive here in the night of Monterey Bay. With the Porsches, it's time to race. 11 men at the start. Pepito is back again, but will his internet or wheel or whatever the failure was hold on to this race for 40 minutes? I honestly don't know. We're gonna see in 5 minutes. We have 5 red lights and red flag. We have a red flag. So we're gonna have a restart. Seems like everybody has to leave the race now. Yes, that's what they're saying in the chat as well. And that was it. That was the feature race, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. No, we're just gonna wait a second. Just waiting everybody to get ready again. Don't know what the red flag was for, but yeah, probably something something weird. Ah, the race timer was still on 20 minutes. It's a big boo-boo from the host of the race. And his name is Wedgie Boo. 40 minutes have waiting for Diogo to press the green. I don't know what the form is called. We call it the Vink in the Netherlands, but it's just the enter button for everybody else. Ik zou eigenlijk gewoon een beetje Nederlands moeten praten, joh. Kunnen die mensen toch niet verstaan? Die Spanjaarden spreken waarschijnlijk toch ook geen Engels. En we kijken en we wachten. Yes, come on, Bajibo, start the race. Everybody is ready. Ready, set, go. Waiting for the 5 red lights. We're gonna start. Oh yeah, finally we're gonna start. So yeah, who is gonna win the next race? Is it gonna be Frankie again with a 1-stop? Are people gonna try to pull off a 2-stop? I don't think so. We're gonna see in 5 seconds, because then we have some 5 red lights. Hopefully there's no red flag this time. Frankie on pole, Ninja Snake in P2, Fred is in P3, who is 5 red lights, and we are go, and it's a false start from Frankie. He's gonna be slow off the line, losing his P3, and it's Ninja Snake up the inside of Frankie, but the inside turns into the outside into turn 1. And it looks like we have a massive crash on the outside. Lady Reaper is out, Diogo out, and also Wejibo has gone straight on. Luigi is out. What happened there, ladies and gentlemen? Let's watch that over again. So we have 3 wide, 4 wide. Lady Reaper crashes the wall. Wejibo got pushed wide, and then it's Loro Vera, I think, or is it? No, this is Diogo. Diogo pushed someone into the wall. Oh, shit. Technical difficulties. But now we're back in the race, and it's Frankie again who is holding the lead with over a second, but his driver behind him is driving on a different strategy. So Ninja Snake right now 1.5 seconds slower, but it's driving on the racing medium tires. Also coming under attack from people almost 2.5 times behind. Can he go for the dive on the inside? No. Fred was looking at the inside of Izo, but didn't go for the move. And back here we have 2 outplayed guys again, trying to get an Italian podium over here. 5 drivers, 3 spots. Can be done. Almost everybody on the medium tire, except for Frankie, who's trying to drive away in the lead. He's doing quite well so far. First lap, already 2.2 seconds off. And here we have a move for P2. P-pokes out the outside. Outside turns into the inside into turn 1. And takes P2 from Slot Ninja Snake. He's also looking behind, but couldn't stick his nose up there. And there we have Fred just jumping around. And Pipito coming under attack from ET8 Lolo Vera. Lolo Vera just too far behind to make a move up the inside here. Ninja Snake still in the slipstream, but only 2 tenths in front of Izu. Izu looking around, trying to poke up the inside. Didn't make it into the sector 2. Really tight sector, the walls are very close. It looks like it's a wide track, but in all reality it's not. Now Going into turn 12, up to the first real big straight. Gap only 2.5 tenths. Driving purple sectors, but that's logical if you're driving just lap 2 of the race. Easy looking up the inside, just couldn't stick his nose in it. But we still have a big straight ahead of us where he can try again. And because Ninja Snake is just holding up the pack a little bit. Oh, massive moment for Fred. Losing a lot of momentum and losing the place to Pepito. Let's take a look at it. Not even Pepito. Also Lolo Vera is getting by. What happened to Fred? Just took it on the grass. Went a bit too wide into the sand. Luckily he didn't crash it. But he's behind Lolo Vera now in P7. Lolo Vera pushing up for P5. Ninja Snake still in P3. Lost the slipstream to Pipo, but Izo didn't manage to get by. Still 0.3 of a second is the gap. Can he go up the inside into turn 5? The braking zone. Ooh, he brakes late, but not late enough to go up the inside. Both taking a wide exit. Going into the turn 6 and 7 combination. I really hate that combination. I despise it, to be honest. Even worse than a 9-10 combination where you have to go up the inside of the wall and maybe get damage, maybe get a penalty if you're lucky. Izu lost a lot of time this last sector, sector 2. Pepito's really close. In a still big moment from Izu. Just getting Pepito really close within a 10th of a second. Already goes up the inside into turn 12. Has the inside until turn 13. 180 corner to the right, so he must take this position. And there we go, Pepito into P4, and also Fred is trying to take the P5 as well, but just didn't make it. It looks like Izu went a bit wide, and the gap is only 1.5 tenths of a second. Trying to get by in the straight is a bit difficult. You have to wait for turn 1. Trying to push bump draft. Bump drafting is allowed. Can he go by? I think he goes up to the inside. Yeah, but he doesn't have the slipstream of his teammate. So you see Izu going back again. Up the inside, braking late. Can he go up into P5? Or is Izu managing to get around the outside again? Ooh, still going side by side on the exit. First corner to the left, then to the right. Side by side. Big braking zone is turn 5. And there we have it. Fred is now past Izu. Can Lolo Vera also make the move around the outside? Oh, he brakes late. Just about manages to not hit Fred. And Izu is back into P5 again. Gap in front, 3.2 seconds between the racing soft and the racing medium drivers. But the big battle is going on right here. Fred now under pressure from Lolo, and Lugi also coming into the battle from P8. Was involved in the crash, but is now coming back. Has been driving some good laps. 48.1 is decent. Trying to go around the outside of Lolo Vera, but that's not gonna work here. And just have to try and get a good exit. Nobody making a move into turn 13. Lugi taking the wide line, trying to go for a better exit, but it doesn't really matter if there's a corner right behind the exit. Nobody's going wide, nobody's losing really a lot of time. It's just Fred who doesn't really have the slipstream of Izu compared to the slipstream Lulu has of him, of Lolo. Gap already down to 4.5 tenths. Don't think he's going to be able to take it up the inside into turn 1, but he's going to get close. Already 3.5 tenths of a second. So Ninja Snake also pulling gap of 1.2 seconds, but the last lap was 6 of 10 seconds slower than his driver behind him, Pepito. The field is bunching up again. Some people braking really late into turn 5, going for a wide entry. Some people going for an early entry. Fred doing some personal best sectors. And the gear of Pepito still didn't fill, so he's still in the race. But anything can happen, yeah. Maybe his PlayStation is gonna crash again. We don't know. Anything is possible. Frankie managing to pull the gap of 4.1 seconds is slower than his time in the sprint race. I think he had a 46.0 there, but now he only has. Ooh, and Diogo has left the room. Maybe there was a crash we didn't see somewhere behind. Let's see. No, he's already gone here. Unfortunate, but he is out of the race and is not going to finish in the points. Only the top 10 get points, as far as I know. Vera still in the slipstream, but the gap between Fred and Izu is closer now with 0.6 of a second. Izu just about outside of the slipstream, now inside the slipstream of Pepito. Pepito has the same gap between him and Ninja Snake. So Ninja Snake not really getting a hold of the grid of the pace of people in front of him. 48.4 for Ninja Snake, and it's a 47.7 for people. Means 7/10 a lap faster. Everybody's still driving some personal best lap times. 48.0, 47.8, 48.0 again. But nobody is close enough to make a move yet. Question is, how long is Frankie gonna go along with his racing soft tires? Still driving around 0.7 or a second faster than the guys behind him. So it's not time yet. But I think in a lap or two, just before the halfway mark, he's gonna go and change for the other tires. Gap's getting closer and closer, everybody bunching up again. Gap's only 4/10 between Ninja Snake and Pepito. Ooh, Ninja Snake not with the best exit. Last half-tenths over there, last half-tenth over there. Ooh, Pepito braking very late, almost touching the rear of Ninja. Also getting in the bit wrong early on the throttle in the exit of turn 5. Gap still within 3/10 of a second. I think we're gonna see a move maybe into turn 13. Depends now the exit is over here in turn 12. He's going for a closer line on the apex. A wide line. Going for a faster exit. Don't try to hit the wall on the outside. Just about. Yeah, I think he did hit him. But behind it's Fred X, who is closer to Izu. Lolo Vera just about not able to hold on. 1.5 seconds is the gap. Here we have it. Pepito now within 3.5 times of Ninja Snake. This is the gap you need to go for a move on to turn 1. And also Fred really close to Izu going up the inside. We're gonna see 2 moves. Pepito closing in, Ninja Snake closing off the outside, not enough. Ooh. And there we see Pepito up the inside of Ninja Snake, Fred up the inside of Izu. And do they both stick it? Yeah, they do. Both the outplayed guys going up a position, and now we have the full Italian podium. But can Ninja Snake attack? Or is Izu maybe trying to get back? Full podium now consists of outplayed drivers. So the Ninja Snake is able to hang on. It's still 4.5 tenths, maybe enough to pull up and move up the inside. But then he has to have a really good exit into this little chicane. But Fred is getting close on his tail, gap on 3.5 tenths. And he did have a better exit. Gap to the front is still 12.1 seconds. Quite a lot. And here we have Fred. Is he gonna go up the inside of Ninja? Ninja holding the outside line right now. Fred is gonna go up the inside. Watch attention to the outside. Is he gonna go? Oh, he already went past after the braking zone. Overshoots it a bit. Is Ninja? Oh, can he come back? Still going side by side. But he had a slower exit. So Fred goes up to P4 in the race. Here we have, a late breaker. It's Izu up the inside of Ninja Snake. Bit of argy-bargy, door bashing, but he takes the position. Took the opportunity, he saw a gap and went for it. Racing with his shoulders out. Racing mediums also not holding on that good. But here we see the racing soft tires of Frankie. But I don't think they're gonna hold on as well. The left front has just 1.0001% left of tires tire life left. And if you think, oh, I'm seeing that tire burning up, no, that's the brake you're seeing. The red on the red side of the wheel. 5.4 seconds is the gap. And here we have the medium train. Now is the first 4 guys of outplayed. How many outplayed guys do we have? Oh, we only have 4 today. Outplayed being of an outer class. Question is, can they hold on to this master sweep? They had pole, they had the fastest lap. At least not the last race. Izu had the fastest lap last race. Going to see some teamwork again. Getting really close to the rear of Pepito. Pepito, who has way better tire wear than Fred. Left front tires not really that worn, only 50%. Whilst Fred is almost at 70 or 75%. missed something. I was looking at the other screen, but Pepito has lost 2 positions in the last lap. Je moet er maar van houden inderdaad. Hè. Nederlands is eigenlijk al veel betere taal. De superieure taal. But here we see Pepito going up the inside of the Solid Ninja Snake. And he still remains in P5 after losing a position to Izu. I don't know what happened. The replay was... don't really know what happens to Pepe. Maybe his wheel had a failure again. Is he switching to controller? Maybe Conte knows it. Ninja Snake trying to fight back into turn 6 and the 7 combination. Trying to hold a straight line when braking, otherwise your back will slip. Ooh, I think I know what happened after seeing that big stone on the road. So the Ninja Snake coming under attack from ET8 Lolavera. Lolavera going for the wider line, trying to focus on exit, but actually loses a lot of time with that, like 2/10. Izu still on the slipstream of Fred, but it's just about, and yeah, he's out of slipstream right now. At least depends on how his exit is over here. It doesn't go too wide. 1.2 seconds. Losing time in the sand, and Pepito is still in P5, but Ninja Snake is closely following. Name a runner for an edit. What do you mean with runner? Like a marathon runner? Eliud Kipchoge? I have no idea what you mean. But everybody going in for his pit stop from the mediums to the soft tires around the halfway mark. Question is, how long is Frankie going out on the medium tires? The gap between him and Jesus. I think we missed something because People has completely closed the gap between him and Frankie, and he is now on the better tire, on the soft tires, so we can see a battle for the virtual lead of the race between 2 outplayed teammates. We haven't seen that in a while. Soft tires really have the advantage as far as you can see, having the better exit. Can he go up the inside into turn 10? Or turn 11 it is actually. So Frankie used all of his fuel. They're both at the same level right now. So it's just going to be a head-on fight between who is going to finish ahead. There we have Fred in for his pit stop. Where is he going to go out? Doesn't have to go for a full tank of fuel, I think. Can do around 90%. Also Lola Vera going in. I think he had a didn't have any fuel left at the end of the lap. So Ninja Snake just going about for some more laps. And here we have Pitbox. I don't think he is close enough to make a move. And there we have Fred going out on racing soft tires. Ooh, falling behind Pepito. Losing a lot of time compared to a guy like Izu. He was ahead by 2-3 seconds. But the battle's still going on between Pipo and Frankie. So Ninja Snake. Can Frankie go out? Can people go around the outside? Maybe do a little bit of switchback? No, unfortunately not. But thank you, Timon, for the heads up. Didn't notice it myself. Too much to know. Yeah, there's too much going on to notice. Frankie trying to define. Oh, we have a better line for Pipo. Can he go up the inside into turn 11? He has the better tire, so he can brake late, but he doesn't do it. Trying to play the team game over here. Don't lose too much time with fighting. And maybe try to pass on the straight. And there we have the pit stop of Ninja Snake. Ooh, he does have a lot of fuel left. So maybe he can make some positions up with this, with less refueling time than the rest. And here we have Pipo really up the ass of Frankie. Can he go around the outside? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna bump draft? No, he's gonna try and take the lead, going around the outside. Or at least the inside, which is going to turn into the outside for turn 1. Frankie still trying to fight him. Can Pipo go around the outside with his fresher tires, his better tires, with the soft tires? And I think he does it. Oh, still going side by side, banging the doors, argy bargy. And there we have it. Pipo into turn 5. Frankie can just hold it on track with his medium tires. Into turn 5 in the braking zone. Frankie is not able to fight back. Means that Pipo has now taken the lead of the race. What's going on behind here? Izu going in P3, Pepito P4, closely followed by FredX. Clipping a bit of grass or sand on the entry of the turn 6. Frankie not able to hold on, almost out of the slipstream, and Frankie can brake. People can brake a lot later. So I think he's going to be outside of the 1 second gap after the chicane, which is now. And indeed, it's already 1.2 seconds. Everybody behind on softs as well. So Frankie has to go and look in his mirrors and hope his tires will be better at the end of the race, because the soft tires will fall off eventually. But I think it's gonna be like at the 5-minute mark. Repeat the 1,000th of a second faster than his personal best previous lap. That's what you call consistency. Ooh, but we have a 1.5 seconds penalty for Fred. Has crossed the line somewhere, the track limit line, and has to pay for it with a 1.5 second penalty, which can lead into it like 2 seconds or 2.5 seconds loss on the first straight after turn 12. .7 for Izu on the soft tires. 48.0 on the medium tires for Frankie. So the difference between lap times is around 1.3 seconds. Fred still close to Pepito, but yeah, the 1.5 seconds is gonna make him lose a lot of time. I think he lost about 2 seconds. Ooh, there we have a bit of a moment from Fred. Maybe he's gonna get another penalty for that. I think he hit the bollards. But as far as we see now, he doesn't get a penalty. Pepito is still in B4, 2.2 seconds gap between Izu. 147.0 for Izu and 147.3 for Frankie. Really good lap time on those medium tires. And we see people having a 1 second penalty. So maybe Frankie can have an advantage from that. just about to take the lead on the main straight after turn 12, where the penalty line is located. We'll wait and see. You're gonna hear the tires screeching, so yeah, it's not really that good tire wear management from people. A bit of too much throwing with the wheel, in my opinion. Yep, you have Pepito also getting close to Izu. And Lolo Vera getting closer to Ninja. Almost within a second. What's going to happen between people and Frankie? Ooh, people just about holding the lead. I wanted to say, but maybe going side by side in the chicane. No, Frankie takes the lead back on his racing mediums. But there is a big long straight ahead, and I think Pipo is close enough to make that gap, to close the gap and go for the lead again into turn 1. Question is, can he pull off the move on the outside again, just like he did 2 laps ago? Having the overspeed, has to go around the outside. Is he ahead for the braking zone before braking zone? Ooh, it looks like, yeah. Pepito, Frankie pulling in behind. And there we have Pipo back in the lead of the race. Between Izo and Pepito still 1 second, just about outside of the slipstream. And it doesn't look like Izo is getting really close to Frankie as well. Gap still 3.4 seconds. And I think, yeah, last lap, Izo was actually slower on his soft tires than Frankie was on his medium tires. And here we see the tire wear of the soft tires. Really going hard right now. Left tires are already at 50%. Frankie's still in the slipstream, just about 8.5 tenths difference. But is it Pepito who can maybe go for a move up the inside with Izu? Gap is not really coming down as fast as I was hoping for. So it's not going to be this lap, maybe next lap. We still have 4 more to go. 5, I think even. And then we have Luigi who still needs to go in for a second pit stop. Nobody going for the 2-stop in this main feature race. Have it, Pito getting pretty close. Is he gonna be able to make the move into turn 1? He's already closer than he was last lap, so there is a chance. Gap already under 0.3 of a second. close? Is he close enough? It goes. Isu goes for the defending line, but can Pepito go around the outside? Brakes late, hangs around the outside, but gets pushed into the wall. Yeah, that's what you're gonna expect if you go around the outside, and that means that Isu is staying in P3. Pepito clearly not happy with the flashing of the lights. Maybe he can go up the inside into turn 5. Isu doing the defending line. Ooh, brakes late. Maybe Pepito on the exit. Switch back. Next corner is to the left. Ooh, looks up the inside. Can he manage to go up the inside? No, he does not. Still has to wait behind Isu for his podium. Ooh, and there he hits the wall again. Oh wait, I heard something. Yep, we have Pepito. Pepito spun, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, what happened here? Touched the wall over here. Went wide. A bit too much throttle. And crashes it into the wall. And losing a lot of positions. Ooh. Coming back on the track kind of dangerously. But Frankie on his racing mediums back into the lead, because we saw it just before the replay. People had a penalty of 1.5 seconds, and his tires are almost gone. And I think Frankie has now got the better tires, having way better pace with his medium tires than the rest of the field had on the beginning of the race. Also because he has less fuel in the tank, of course. The gap between Isu and Fred now 0.4 of a second. Isu thought he was over with the outplayed guys, but here's Fred to come in for the attack. Fred up the inside, P3. Isu just doesn't have the left front tire anymore. And now it is Fred into the podium positions. Can Isu maybe fight back into turn 5 for the podium? I don't think so. And there we have Pepito going in for a pit stop, maybe trying to get the fastest lap. Still a massive board in the way on the track. No Marshall was going to try to take that. 4 minutes still left in the race. Gap between Frankie and Pepito now up to 3 seconds. Fred is now 2.2 seconds behind. And Pepito has the worst tire wear. We see Fred getting into the 1.9, so he is faster at the moment. Pepito also not with the best exit. Isu also falling behind. Left front tire is dead. The left rear tire is going dead as well. That means that Solid Ninja Snake, who got P2 in the sprint race, is closing up and is now in the slipstream. Maybe he can go for a move into turn 1. Depends how good his exit is. Doesn't look like it. Three minutes to go. 2 laps for this ladies, for the gentlemen. Gap between Pepito and Fred now 1.3 seconds, and it's Pepito sliding into turn 1. Tokyo drift style, but we're in America, not in Japan. So that Ninja Snake also really close, and Isu looking in his mirrors. Maybe he can go for a dive bomb into turn 5. Ooh, he brakes late. Maybe for the switchback. No, I don't think it's possible. Ninja Snake is trying. Ooh, what a move, what a move. Sort of kind of switchback. Or goes around the outside of Isu, but Isu just doesn't have any tires left in him. And here we have the same problem for Pepito. Pepito with no tire left. Left rear and left front. And Fred just has about 0.0001% left on his tires. Still 9/10 of a second. With one more lap to go, I think. Yeah, for everybody it's going to be one more lap. Gap between Pepito and Fred. just about above the 1 second line. And now we have Izu. Izu is having a really tough time, almost losing the car over here. And that means that Lolo Vera is going to come close as well for the P5 position. Only 1.2 seconds left. And we have Ninja Snake with the soft tires, pitted 2 laps later than the rest of the guys, still having some tire wear left. So maybe he can fight for a podium position. Still has to gain 1.5 seconds though. Maybe the Pipo and Fred are gonna fight a bit too much. I thought I heard a spinning car, but I think it was just Pipo's left tires trying to fight for grip. But it's just not there. People almost into the wall. It's not able to hang on with these tires. Fred with the slipstream just close. People fighting on the exit with his car. His right rear tire is also just done. Only 1 tire with grip left. Is Fred able to make the move up the inside here into turn 12? People really going slow on the exit. And this means the Solid Ninja Snake is close as well. People doing the defensive line. Can Fred go up the inside? No, he does not. So it's gonna be a finish to the line. It's gonna be Frankie who's gonna win it, but who is gonna be on the podium and in what position? Because Fred is just gonna try and push people into the line. Bump drafting him, go around the outside. Does he hit the wall? Maybe not. Frankie has won a race, but who's going to finish P2? Is it going to be Pipo? Bump drafting, is it Solid Ninja Snake? No, it's going to be staying the same. Pipo in P2, Fred in P3, Ninja in P4. It's going to be Iso staying in P5, Lola Vera in P6. Pepito had a problem, spun into the wall in turn 6, and is going to finish in P7. P8 is gonna be for Leader Reaper, I think, but Luki can try for the move. I don't think Luki is gonna make it. No, Leader Reaper stays in 8th. Luki is gonna be finishing P9, and then we're gonna finish for the Then we're gonna wait for the host of this race. Wedgiebo is gonna finish in P10. Just 5 more seconds, and there we have it. Wedgiebo over the line, P10. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the results of the race. OP Frankie has got a double, 2 wins, not the fastest lap though. Pipo is finishing in P2, just in front of Fred and Solid Ninja Snake. Izu is going to be finishing in P5. ET8 Lola Vera in P6. Pepito is finishing in P7 and has the fastest lap, so gets an extra point for that as far as I know. Leader Reaper finishes in P8. P9 is for Lugi and for P10 Wedgiebo. P11 is eventually for Diogo, but didn't finish, so I don't think he's going to get any points from that. Ladies and gentlemen, that was it for today. Next week we're going to be back in Brazil. We're going to go to Interlagos for a sprint and feature race. So I hope to see you soon next week at 9 PM in the evening. Good night.
Desperately trying to hang on. He's got the inside off. Here he's through on the left hand side. Hooks the apex, gets on the power nicely, and that is job done. Jarno Opmeer now to the last couple of corners now. His finest drive, his greatest drive, and he's done it at the Circuit of the Americas. He returns to the top step of the podium. Once again, the GOAT is back. Jarno Opmeer. Mir wins the US Grand Prix in a stunning Grand Prix.